Hey, welcome to CJTV. I'm Dino, your host. Glad to see you here. Well, it's winter, and wouldn't you know it, our friends at Joytutus sent us a couple snow brushes that we could try to use. Whether you have a Jeep Wrangler, a lifted Jeep Wrangler, or Jeep Gladiator, or heck, some other vehicle. A snow brush like this might come in handy, but they didn't just send us this one, they sent us this one as well. We'll have a look at these two different types of brushes and see how they work to see which ones would suit us best. But they are also extendable and come in different lengths, and they also have a special attachment on the end to have different types of scrapers. I'll show you all that and we'll see which one we like. And in our tip segment, I've got a 15% discount code available for a limited time, so stick around. Well, as you can see, it was a beautiful sunny snowy day, but it was very cold. So we'll take our unboxing inside before we come out and try out our new snow brushes. The snow brush is delivered in a protective box, and you can see all the items that come with it. Here what you see is a microfiber cloth that's good for wiping up any water that you might have. And they also include these gloves, which we'll see later why it's important to use these. And of course, a manual with some directions can always come in handy. And interestingly, a nice storage bag where you can put it away after the winter. Now this particular snow brush comes with a typical head on it, which has a squeegee on one side and a brush on the other, but this also has a swivel locking mechanism to help you put your brush on the angle of your choosing. It seems of pretty good construction, and it also comes with an extra squeegee. The 47-inch brush comes with two extensions, but this is the 61-inch, so it comes with the extra third extension. And the piece that connects to the brush also has a further extension. And depending on your needs, you can decide to use as many of these pieces as you like to make your brush the custom length that best suits your needs. And whatever length you make it, there's of course the scraper piece that attaches to the opposite end. The scraper piece is made out of a triangle that has 3 different styles of scrapers that you could rotate and select for whatever conditions you're facing. And wearing the gloves keeps your fingers from getting pinched when you're assembling the pieces. And so there you have it, there's the whole unit, and it looks pretty good, but how does it perform and how does it compare to the other one? Well, as we have a look at the unboxing of the other unit, you can see that it's essentially the same packaging, it's just a different head on the brush, and it seems to be designed for a pushing or a scraping action. And how it performs, well, we're going to have to see when we take this outside. Okay, so our friends at Joytutus sent us this very unique type of snow brush. I haven't seen one like this before. It's kind of like a very firm foam rubber. I think it works as either a push type of mechanism or a scraping type of mechanism. And then of course we have this traditional type of scraper, which has a brush on one end and a rubber squeegee on the other. And you can't see from this vantage point, but I'll move the camera shortly so you can see that both of these brushes are extendable to different lengths, and you can order them in different lengths. But even if you order whichever length you choose, they are still extendable beyond that. So let's have a look. So this particular type of snow brush, which has the hard foam piece at the end, it's good to use as a rake, so you could just pull the snow off the way you just saw me do right now. I'll use the brush one later too, but you can see how this worked, and maybe this type of kind of foam brush appeals to you. Now the other end here has the scraper, and to do long lengths with the scraper, I think it's going to put a lot of tension onto the bar. So let's see how that holds up. So in an application like this, where you're maybe with a Jeep Gladiator or some other kind of truck, or if your Wrangler's lifted and it's hard to reach, the extra length comes in handy. But I would just be cautious to overextend this, because if you start putting pressure, you can see how this bends. I'd hate to wreck it and I'll just be patient, just do one half at a time. Now that's with the straight edge. If I had more aggressive ice, I would maybe pop this out and use the serrated edge to just break into the ice, but I don't think I need to for the kind of ice we have today. So you can see the straight edge scraper worked really well given the conditions that we have today. I'm really happy with the performance of the product. Now this is the large one, which has also been extended on the end, and I don't know that other than to scrape off all the snow from standing on one side that I would use it in its full extent when I'm scraping ice, just because you need to put that downward pressure on. And this hard kind of shape foam brush did do a good job at pulling off the snow. It was very easy to do. I would be cautious about this if it was going anywhere near the body, because I'd hate to scratch the paint. And I just want to point out also there's a little button here, so if you wanted to, you could just adjust it into whatever angle you wanted. So this worked really well. I kind of liked it. I really appreciated the extension I had because I was able to get across the whole windshield of the truck. But like I said, if your Jeep Wrangler is lifted, you might enjoy the longer reach as well. Now let's take a look at the more traditional type of brush squeegee appliance. Let's have a look. Okay, so in essence, this is the exact same kind of brush with the multi-pronged adapter here at the end for scraping ice, and it's different attachments for different lengths, and it can even extend or contract at this end. However, this windshield's already been cleared off. Let's go find another vehicle. Okay, so this vehicle should do. Let's use the traditional type of adapter here, which has the brush at this end and the squeegee right here. And as I showed during the unboxing part of this video, they even give you a replacement squeegee should you need it. And let's see how this works. Okay, so the brush worked, and to be honest, I kind of liked using the brush because if I was going to go anywhere near the paint, I wouldn't be fearing maybe putting a scratch into it with the brush compared to the other one, which was a little harder plastic. But also you saw I almost put the squeegee on first. The squeegee would work just as good as that rake in that you could just drag it across to pull the snow as well. And now we've got the scraper at this end. This happens to be set with the serrated edge, which I don't think is needed. It'd be good for more difficult areas, but because of the condition of the frost or the ice on the windshield, I'm going to replace this with the straight edge. Okay, so the straight edge did a good job at clearing off the ice because it's not too thick or hard right now. Otherwise I would use that serrated edge. And I don't know, what are your thoughts between the two different types of snow brushes available from Joytutus? For me personally, I rather like this one a little better than the other one because I'm still able to rake off the snow if I needed to, but this also gives me a squeegee if it was just like a wet windshield that I wanted to squeegee. And then this brush I think is a little more delicate around the edges of the windshield where I may encounter some of the body with the paint. Other things that are cool are the fact that you could either one of these adjust and put on a different angle, whatever suits your needs. And they are also extendable beyond whatever size you order. There's still the adjustable piece. But if you have a Jeep that's lifted, or a Jeep Gladiator, or a larger vehicle like a pickup truck, then getting the large is really good because you could just stay on one side of your vehicle and then just sweep all the snow off right from one side just to make it a little easier. It's also very nice that they provide that storage bag, so at the end of the season you can just store it away. And if you think that these are pretty nice, I do have a discount code that I'll talk to you about in the tip segment. Now for some cheaper Jeeper tips. So I'd just like to share with you that if you like these snow brushes, for a limited time, Joytutus is giving CJTV a 15% discount. I'll have the discount code here on the screen as well as the description section. And if you decide you wanted to get yourself one, enjoy! Okay, that's it for this episode of CJTV. I hope that you found it helpful, and if you did, how about giving the video a thumbs up? And if you're new to the channel, feel free to subscribe and hit the alert bell so you don't miss other videos like this. Until the next time, I'm Dino for CJTV. Be well, stay safe, take care.